Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. So last time we kind of finished up in the Riots world, which was more or less the prison planetoid, where we rescued the son of the Winterscale Rogue Trader. So he is aboard my ship right now, and I haven't gone back to the bridge to meet him, so that's where I would like to start off with today. If nothing comes up that he wants me to do, the plan is to go to Ricad Majoris, which is the only place I haven't gone to. Depending upon how long that takes and what all is there, the only thing left after that is to go to Ricad Minor and to start the... what is the technical term for it? The Triumph. And that was like the last thing I can do in this system. And that is kind of made it sound like that's the last thing I can do here, because it kind of told me to finish all of my business in this system. So that's why I'm kind of going out and finishing all of the business. So with that being said, let's go back to our bridge really quick. I was actually expecting him to say something to me. Let's see if he's here. I don't see him, so I'm going to assume he doesn't want to talk for now. Because he was very, very injured. Like, when we found him, he was half dead. More than that. So we're just going to let him do his own thing, because the way we went about finding him, technically he was quote-unquote, or we were quote-unquote late, because we went from Uric 5 to Minoris to the Thunderfang to Philia. And he had gone to negotiate with the boss of the place. And we found him basically on an operating table. So things were bad. Things were very bad when we found him. So with that being said, let's go to Ricad Majoris. So beginning the scan. And if I get one more profit factor, I can get a shield actually for Abelard. So I'm kind of hoping to get that here. Not explored, unidentified Voidship. Augurs notice a large object among the lifeless rocks covering the planet, a Voidship, whose signature and origin are impossible to identify from orbit, is resting on the edge of the deep ravine. The hull of the unidentified vessel is severely damaged. Rocks around it are shattered by the force of the gigantic machine's crash landing. The Augurs haven't detected any vital signs aboard or near the vessel. Let's lure Xenos this thing. Send a squad to the planet to explore the Voidship. The landing party reports via Vox. As soon as they touch down, the colossal Voidship before them is covered with spikes. It resembles a morbid beast sculpted from darkness itself, menacingly hanging over the ravine. An experienced veteran acutely determines the origin of the unholy vessel. It belongs to the Xenos race called Dakuri. Ready to collapse at any moment, the Voidship emits a long, woeful creak as if promising to drag along the abyss below anyone who dare disturb its slumber. Well, Abelard, I kind of agree with Abelard here. Suggests finding out what Xenos were doing in the Ricad system. Taking the heed of the Sentinel's recommendations, the Rogue Trader orders to send more people down to the planet. After 2 watches of hard labor, the workers managed to stabilize the Dakuri Voidship. The soldiers who entered the vessel were met with the lifeless bodies of Xenos who had died when the Voidship crashed. The Voidship itself, following the abominable nature, came to life, immediately craving to sate its wicked appetite for human death. The vessel's systems have reacted to the intruders, and senselessly cruel, deadly traps have been activated on all decks. Agility test succeeded. Not sure why we did that when we weren't technically down there, but that's fine. Monstrous contraptions designed to mince, rip apart, and incinerate their victims took the soldiers by surprise, but were neutralized before the squad suffered significant losses. The soldiers found several curious pieces of xenotech on the sinister ship, but no data that could be shed some light on why it came to the Ricad system. We got assortment of Dakuri barbed needles, Dakuri shatter shard, venom blade, blast pistol, monofilament grenade, and 7 experience. Is that it for here? Okay. Well, we didn't get any more profit factor, which is unfortunate because I did need profit factor. But we did get this Venom Blade, one-handed melee exotic sword with 6 toxin damage. So, oh, she can't use exotic weapons, can she? You need to carry weapon proficiency. No one has that. So that would be a thing to take for later, because she does do one-handed weapons, and this is a one-handed weapon almost as good as her two-handed weapon. And then I could throw something else on her as a one-handed. Monofilament grenades do a lot of damage, so keep that in mind. Blast pistol, 15 to 25 damage. We're definitely keeping this. Dark light blast costs 2 AP to shoot, though. Laser weapons are effective against targets in cover, so it is a last weapon. And then there was just the cargo stuff. Okay. So that's something to work towards. If I can get the Dukiri weapon proficiency on someone, these are really good. Like, I'd almost be tempted to put this on Abelard just so he can get these, but then I don't get the shield on him. Interesting thoughts. Okay. Anyway. Oop. I suppose I could have gotten the profit factor from Uric 4 if I would have done things right for the Thunderfang. But that's all I can do here, I think. There's nothing left to do on Philia. Thunderfang doesn't really have much left for me. I need 21 profit factor for the reflective shield, which I can't get. We can't take the Medal of Alacrity. When the wearer targets an ally with the Bring It Down ability, which I don't have on anyone, for the first time in combat, that ally gains an additional 1 action point. We can take that. But realistically, I'm not going to have enough profit factor for the reflective shield. So with that being said, to Rykad Minor, there's like one thing I could potentially do here. If I went to the Starport to try to figure out a puzzle, because there was one puzzle in here I didn't figure out, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'd have to actually look up how to do it, and I feel like that would be cheating at this point. So we'll just go to the Triumph, I suppose, and we'll probably find some kind of a shield later.
Intriguing.
So I think we have to talk to the governor about this. Greetings, your lordship. I am ready for the Triumph. Then I will see you at the Starport, your lordship. The Master of Ceremonies will organize the procession in a way that should allow me to share the ceremonious finale with you. And after that, the Emperor willing, the Proctor will clear me of all charges, and the woes of Rykad Minors will be all over at last. So fly to the upper way. Is there going to be a new... Okay. Yeah, I can only go to the upper way now. Locking me out of everything else. So what's gonna be in the upper way? Bit of a military salute. I don't like the look of this person here. Master of Ceremonies, talk to them. Okay. Your lordship. Perilous Lord Valencius. I am the Master of Ceremonies of Rykad Minors. Everything is in place for your triumph. Allow me to give you a brief summary of the upcoming events. Okay, speak. You will take the road now familiar to you. From here to the Starport, you will be accompanied by your comrade in arms and a guard of honor. The body of the heretic known as the Prophet of Aurora will be pulled in your wake as a battle trophy. A stop is planned in the middle of the road. There, grateful civilians will rush towards you, praising you for their salvation. I don't like that at all. Not to worry, this is a thoroughly choreographed interlude. The group of grateful people will be composed exclusively of loyal citizens vetted by us, members of the military, young people, attractive and physically fit, a few healthy children. Somehow I doubt that. Once they have said their praise, the procession will move on. Governor Mania will await you by the Starport. It is where the pyre has been built for the burning of the body of the heretic known as Aurora. That also sounds bad. You'll be handed a flamer blessed by the representative of the Escalarchy? What is that? Religious body of the Imperium, also which venerates and promotes the worship of the Emperor. Okay, whatever. You do you. You can choose to personally perform the burning, but if you wish to underscore the amicable alliance between House von Valancius and Winterscale, it will be fitting to pass the honor of the burning to Governor Medina. However, the choice is yours. I'm not giving him the flamer. Okay, let's do this. I don't like it, of course. Or the prepared vessel. There's so many ways this can go wrong.
I tread a path.
Hey buddy, what do you think of this? Mount the tank. Yeah. So many ways this can go wrong. Glory to the Redeemer! Hi everyone! Look at that distinguished old fellow behind the rogue trader! I would not want to be walking in front of the tank either. What if that thing, like, didn't break in time? He didn't see the symbol, or the stop sign, or the stop signal, or anything like that, and just ran you over. Make way, let us greet the hero! A small group of festively dressed people rush towards you. That's the, Yeah, the planned people, okay. Glory to Von Valancius! Glory to Miacidae, the hero of Rykad Minor! Sure, if you say so. A stately and beautiful and finely dressed woman calls out your name in a sonorous voice. It isn't until you take a closer look at her face that you recognize her as Captain Recule. Oh! So she's here, okay. I'm actually okay with her being here. I think this was all planned still, and she should be able to say what she wants, which she might still say that, but... The grateful citizens wish to present gifts to their Redeemer, if you say so. For whatever reason, you know that for certain, right at this moment, the gaze of Aurora's dead, empty eye sockets is fixed upon the back of your head. A thought surfaces in your mind, not a voice in your head, no, a mere thought. They are all going to die, befuddled, deprived, never having seen the truth, and it all is because of you, enemy of mine. Uh-oh. I'm tempted to stop the ceremony. But then again, what can she do? She could do a lot, couldn't she? There's a lot of people here. Oh boy. So there's two things that could happen here. Or a few things. I get the soldiers in the cordon, take all the people away, shit goes down, I'm right. I address the soldiers in the cordon to take people away, she does nothing to make me look like an idiot. I just go on like nothing happens and nothing happens. Or because I continue the procession, she does something. I am overthinking this. I am way overthinking this. But I don't know that she is going to do anything right now, nor has the power to do anything right now, so let's continue it. Greet the people. It is my pleasure to protect the Imperium world and its honest inhabitants. May the light of the eternal terror shine upon us all. Rycat Midas honors the Emperor and bows his head to his most loyal servants, the rogue traders. Uh-oh. I'm sensing something boundless, blue, gold, and dark. A grimace contorts Hendrik's face. Interrogator lifts his hand to the temple as though struck by a sudden migraine. What? Something's coming, Domin, an unholy death contrary to his will. Behold. Behold. Behold the final dawn. Uh-oh. I should have gotten people away. Please help. Oh, they got the tank already. I mean, I know that IG tanks are made of scrap metal, but still, how do they blow up the tank so quick? And where is this? My Voidship? Oh, look at all the ships ingoing. What's happening to the planet itself? Oh! Planet went bye-bye. So my ship's just staying there going, oh, the rogue trader is gone.
This is naught but ashes.
Prepare for battle. So acolyte cultists are here, so they're not actual troops. There's only 18, but they are surrounding us. Okay. I can use the tank as cover. There are a few people helping me. Cabela, I want you to go over here and start. That tank is not deleted yet. Interesting. Okay, Cabela. We're gonna start one-twoing these guys. Rogue trader. Gonna start sniping everyone we see. Pascal. Gonna start walking towards guys in front. Abelard. I don't want to get into goo here. But this side's pretty well taken care of. I wish it would tell me what this is. It's one of my gripes about the game. Heinrichs. You're gonna march over there too, and then Cassia right here because we can void lidless stare them. Okay, let's go. Cabela.
A dance
Move right here.
and shadows.
Play dance him.
Caught by the web. Death is a blessing.
Then we can jump right here. Death from above them.
The side awaits.
We have a bit of movement, so I'm gonna go right here so I can death from above this cultist later.
I shall
Take down another
not forget
cultist.
the blessing. Trust
Jumping
me.
here. Another Oh, no cultist down. But then we can jump to this cultist.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
And then we'll raining blood just because I forgot about it.
Such is the will of chaos.
Good parry. Okay. Main character. I'll say which one of these cultists goes sooner, but it doesn't really matter. Let's perfect spot. Just extra ballistic. Up the damage on this cultist acolyte. Surefire plan. And we can pop this guy.
Death shall reign. Follow my lead.
Oh, he stepped in the fire. That's probably what damaged him.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Ablord. So I don't want to damage Heinrichs right now. Go here.
Victory is
Charge. Let's endure.
my duty.
Gonna taunting scream at all these guys. And then you're gonna hit the acolyte in front of you.
Reduced to dust. Chaos guides me. Death to the weak.
Alright, good dodges. Heinrich. We go here. Not sure what this is gonna exactly do. Iron arm yourself. That way you get the extra toughness there. Oh, that might be void stuff, making it harder to yeah, okay. Psychic force.
But of course. Weapon at the ready. Of the Imperium.
Gonna veil these three.
I am a navigator. Witness the fury of...
I just melted them. Oh, bring it down is the thing that gives extra attacks. Okay. The leader of the cultists is right there, really. Okay, well, on that point then. Oh, we can take this fire starting cultist out. We'll do that because I don't want to get burned. So that's going to be an analyze enemy. I'm going to pop Surefire Plan to do more damage. And we're going to pop them. Ending that turn. We will... You know what? Finest Hour as well.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Precise attack for the extra accuracy. Surefire Plan for extra damage.
This is beneath me.
Pop the cultist leader.
One step closer.
Really? 95 and I miss. There we go, he's down. Pop the fire starting cultist.
Blood-soaked tribute.
And can pop the acolyte right there.
Death shall reign.
4 left. Cassia can end her turn. Pascal can go like right here.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
This acolyte goes next. So what's our hit chance on them? 87. We're going to precise attack.
Request approved.
Machine Spirit Communion. Up damage on everyone. And then I'm hoping the pop does enough, and it's not unless we crit.
Follow my lead.
Overquill is still there. That's good.
I won't go down easy. my way.
Well, you took out your friend. Thank you.
Serve the ruinous powers.
Yet iron knows no pain.
Round 2. Oh, more cultists came in. A lot more cultists came in. We'll move here with Cabela.
Footprints of scarlet.
That way I can just get blood on all of them. And we're gonna blade dance here. And I don't think me jumping anywhere is gonna help unless I just jump into the cover here.
See it done.
Ooh, flamer to the back. I'm gonna pop the cultist right in front of me because that's gonna get the anointed cultist behind him.
I will.
Well, I tried. And then let's get the cultist with more health right there
Guides me.
and put the analyze on him. Eblard. Charge the one that's going to go down. Then get into combat with the other one.
Victory is imminent.
Probably should have changed to the two-handed weapon, but that's fine. Endure. Brace. And then we can taunting scream at both of them.
Death to non-believers.
That wasn't too bad of a hit. Heinrich's got up. Melted them, that's great. Gonna get her into cover.
Of military tactics.
Extra AP to the main character.
Insist, Lord Captain.
Voice of command main character to extra stats. Lower dodge main character. Actually, this takes 2 AP, so bring it down. Oh no, I'm fine to do both. Oh, so take aim. Bring it down. Totally buff the MC. And we'll take down the cultist acolyte here.
Ruin. Blood-soaked tribute.
And then analyze the cultist for Eblard, or my next hit. Pascal, let's get into cover. Joint analysis, so everyone can do like +5 damage there. Precision attack.
Approved.
And probably not going to hit that acolyte, so let's just melt this guy with plasma. And then we can Machine Spirit Banishment the fire starting cultist.
Weather the storm.
Why did you run next to the guy in combat?
Focus.
Oh, one of our guys is down. That poor guardsman.
I took care of
You tried to get away.
Break their morale.
Once again, you took out your friend just to try to hit us. How did that work out for you?
I am your blade and shield.
So, taking out
The tenants
cultist acolyte. Got some extra steps in.
trust
Death from above.
as on
Blade dancing him.
This goes against the tenants.
Death from above into the cover, hitting the other acolyte.
The other side awaits.
Oh, is that it? 5 minutes have passed. Oh, I thought she was down here for some reason, but Voxmaster Vigdis. Your comm beat comes alive. Victus's voice struggles to get through the thundering static. Lord 10, this is... Master, please stall immediately. Send it. Vigdus. What is going on? Captain, preferent, repeat. A great dance begins. Kibdala gives you a faint smile and whispers, a great dance begins. But I am still with you, Doman. Fear not, for I will not let your soul fall into the clutches of the unclean. If it comes to it, I will be quicker than them. Red, black, and lots of blinding white fear. The whole city's quaking. No, the whole world. Less talk, more action. What Vigdus is saying, Lord Captain. Are they going to send a shuttle for us? What's Vigdus is saying? What's Vigdus saying, Lord Captain? Are they going to send a shuttle for us? What was Hendrix's voice? I don't remember. I feel like I keep switching these out. We must move out towards the Starport at once. The shuttles aren't going to find us here even if the comm link stabilizes. Which it won't. So I suppose we're talking back to the Vox. We are en route to the Starport. The Starp. You can tell that Vox is not working well at all. Penning, observe, disappearance of the star from evacuate. So I'm wondering if they're telling us not to go there. The comm falls silent and many eyes stare on you. Alright, so we're not abandoning the people in distress. Everyone comes with us. Jasper and I must get So, Requeel here. Jasper and I must get weapons. Any weapons. We'll catch up with you at the Starport. We may even pick up people from the garrison or civilians along the way. The sense of alarm is now almost physically drilling through your temples. The fleeting little whispers at the edge of your hearing are almost sinister and gleeful. All we can do is make it to the Starport. Bad news, but not unexpected. That's it. Move out. Grab what we can here, people. I'm not seeing anything I want. But still, it's loot to get stuff later. Now that I know how that somewhat works.
The world will bow.
So get the stuff off this acolyte, please. Maybe. What is that? Scrappy autogun. Okay. Is that just dead man? Spinner's ritual. That's a cultist. Okay. Is there anything down here? I'm like gonna triple check everything now that this area is like done and gone for.
Embrace true.
That enforcer's injured over there. That's not good, but none of us seem injured, which on the other hand is good. Seems like that probably is everything. Okay, so we have levels. This is level 14. So this level and the next level is last of the current archetypes. Wow, I can't take any more perception or ballistic skill. So I'm just going to take intelligence here since it goes into the operative a little bit. I get another common talent. I'm really not seeing any common talents I want to take. So this becomes a thing of like, do I want to just take a characteristic training and get +5 into like ballistic skill so I can hit easier? Or do I take that last training down here just in case I get a better last sniper rifle, which I'm not sure is going to be a thing, by the way. And enemies suffer minus 20% penalty to dodge against last weapons. I think I'm going to take this because if there are better last sniper rifles, which I'm not sure there are, that seems like it would be a better than just a base +5 against ballistic skill. I don't know what I'm taking anymore with them. I'm not following a build or anything like that, so I'll take perception here on our tech priest. And then I do like these melta and plasma shots, so I'm gonna kind of keep going into these. Now the problem here is I'm not sure if I want to go fully into plasma or fully into melta. So I don't have any melta weapons, but if I went into melta I could get +4 maximum damage, where the plasma is just +2 maximum damage. And suppose I'll take plasma weapon expert for now. Abelard is 100% getting strength. That way he does more damage with his melee weapons and also gets more athletics. They need to be level 22 or have Lore Xenos to have the Duviri dual wielding. Gotcha. So I would need to take this and then Duviri characteristic. I think Heinrich has. So maybe not go into that. But what else would I get him? Because I'm not sure I'm going to keep Heinrich around, actually. So yeah, let's take Lore Xenos, even though I know I'm not going to use it. And that way, next level, I take the Duviri stuff. Now her, I have to double check something. Because she has blade in his hand, which makes it so blade in his hand makes it sound like they do plus agility damage in addition to strength. Okay. So what I wasn't sure here is I have agility and weapon skill maxed out. So if I took strength, I wasn't sure if that strength still gave the plus damage to melee weapons. And I think it does, which makes Cabela a monster in melee. So let's take it. And I think I'm just going to take it takes 2 this time. So if all strikes made as part of Blade Dance are directed against the same targets, the last strike deals double damage. So it just ups the damage of the Keystone feature Blade Dance here. So instead of dealing 50% damage on that last strike, it deals 100% damage on the third strike. So it effectively deals 200% damage against a single target, is how I think the math works out there. Heinrich, we're taking strength because I use you a lot that way. I will take Blade of Light because I use force weapons on you because they're fun, even though I'm probably trading you out soon. And then Cassia. I don't think ballistic skill is going to help how I'm going to help where we use these, so perception probably. So awareness and dodge. I'm just a little confused on what talent I want to take here because I've taken most of the ones I've wanted to take. Now, I'm curious. Does Open to the Warp also take effect from Eyes of Oblivion? Because every enemy in the... This sounds like an effect already. Every enemy in the Navigator's line of sight has its dodge and hit chance reduced by 6. And then they take a stacking -10 penalty to the next resistance test from their powers. Suppose I'm going to actually take Stable Roots here. Whenever the Navigator uses a power, Veil Degradation is reduced by -1. So, like, her using her powers kind of helps stabilize things rather than... Or, like, it's not as perilous to stabilize things. That'll help out a tad. Okay. Let's keep going.
Let's seize the opportunity.
And I should probably clarify, when I say I'm thinking of switching Heinrich out, I'm probably going to put Idira back in for now, unless I find someone else. Alright, let's not step in that stuff. Well, we've already been here, so I don't really need to look around for loot. Oh, hi. Did you think you had won, enemy mine? You vanquished Twilight. You cut down Aurora, but she was only one of us, you hear me? I did not vanquish Twilight. From the depths of Deadstone, from his prison of cold metal, he will rise. The hour is nigh. Okay. Thank you for the cryptic stuff.
Intriguing.
Who's gonna be here? I don't like this.
The glow of emergency beacons in the darkness is more familiar to me than the light of any star. Follow me, Domin. I will guide us.
Well, thank you. Hi, cultists.
Of your struggle amuses me.
Oh, another chaos spawn. We don't really have cover here either. Lovely. What if I just book it over there? So I'll book it to like this half cover and then snipe from there. Pascal. Everyone just kind of move up. As far as you can there. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's more chaos spawn down there? There's a lot of them. Alright, so Cassia, go here.
Always drowned in scarlet.
We are going to take aim for now. Voice of command. If the target is under the command of voice of command, they will start the next turn with +1 additional point. So I'm already under voice of command. I can't do bring it down, but that's fine. Okay.
Chaos guides me.
A lot of people down there too, so there's 3 chaos spawn total, it looks like.
Chaos guides me.
I was gonna say, why does this one look different? But it might just be the different angle.
I need a foothold.
So Iron Arm on Abelard for now. And up the damage all these ones take with Enfeeble. And then we're gonna cleave these guys.
Naturally.
And there's at least one down.
I feel nothing, fear nothing.
Then Cabela, can you
I shall not fail.
step from above over there?
Blessing.
And then I want you to Brutal Strike so you can take down another guy. Let's have you Blade Dance on the Chaos Spawn.
Let your soul be purged.
And I want you to Death from above, taking out the other, or tying up, I suppose, the Fire Starter Cultist.
I am your doom.
Abelard. Taunt them. Then let's Endure. Brace for impact. And we are going to Piercing Strike the thing.
I will do my duty. Grey hair, sure hair.
Okay. I'm gonna get into this little pocket right here. perfect spot. Analyze the chaos spawn. It's my hit chance that I can't hit the acolyte over there. Okay. Cassie goes before the fire starting cultist right there, so I'm fine on that. I was hoping to get like a double hit on anyone down here, but that doesn't look like a thing. But we can start sniping the people down here. So, a surefire plan. And see if we can't take out an acolyte. Let's take out cultist acolyte with the gun, not the fire starter.
Closer.
Explore, there's now one route. Forward.
So we're going to machine Spirit Communion. All weapons half recoil. Enemy dodge reduced by 10%. Joint analysis. And we're going to pop the fire starting cultist. Down he goes. And then we can analyze the spawn there.
Death to the weak.
Yeah, you guys are gonna hurt, aren't you? Alright, Cassie, voice of command on Cabela.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
Looks like your lidless stairs and can do what I need it to. Gonna take aim on Pascal. Air of authority on Cabela. And then bring it down on the main character here, who can then hit one of the chaos spawn.
I will delight my masters with your demise.
And I suppose we're just going to analyze that one for now as well. I should have done that first. Not sure what that did. I think that one missed.
It's the will of chaos.
High momentum.
Alright, Heinrich. Invigorate on Cabela.
I've suffered worse.
I was hoping that would get rid of the bleeding, but that backfired on me greatly.
A dance of blades and shadows.
Change of plans.
The shadows.
Blade dance.
be it done. Death is a blessing.
So that thing's down. I was gonna have her shoot down there, but that's fine.
The feeble.
I will not die in dishonor.
Alright. First of all, screw it. We are going to analyze enemy,
I will.
up the damage on that chaos spawn a little bit more. Dismantling attack on them.
There is no mercy found in my heart. I
Surefire plan.
no guidance. Ruin beckons.
And that one's at 37 health. We'll just let that one come to me. Joint analysis again. Analyze the chaos spawn. And I have a 90% chance to hit him.
Out of my way!
Right. So voice of command. I don't think I can hit the main characters of Pascal.
I'm afraid.
Air of authority on him.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Then bring it down main character. Analyze the one in front.
Step closer.
Going to fire at the one in front. Hoping to hit the one in back, which we did, but somehow missed the one in front with a 5% chance.
I bring ruin.
Oh, that will hurt you for standing in it. Good to know. I think you missed with your grenade. Alright, Heinrichs is up, Cabela is up.
I bring mercy and retribution.
I can't get where I want with Cabela, so she'll stay there. I don't like that bleeding on her. Oh, Eblard's bleeding as well. How long is that bleeding gonna stay? Permanent until end of battle, it seems like, so. If I don't use a medkit now,
Though I gave thee my
she's gonna get
blood
an
and
injury.
pain.
Throne take you.
Heinrich can probably go at this guy over here. Abelard.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Let's run down. Taunt them all. Then endure. That way the bleed doesn't really hurt you. Gonna analyze so it has 10 stacks. I guess 9. Surefire plan.
Triumph.
And pop it for 50 damage. 68 crit, it looks like.
Shatter the spirit.
Pascal. Let's keep this up. Analyze.
Quest denied. Cogitation failed.
Oh, because Cabela's right there. That's fine, we'll move down a bit.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Gonna analyze the chaos spawn,
Eric override.
but then let's take care of some of these guys. Actually, if I do overcharge area attack, I can probably take both of them out. Alright, Cassia. Main character. Voice of command. Air of authority on.
That is foolishness.
Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Bring it down. And we're gonna hit the chaos spawn again after I analyze it.
I need no guidance.
Then surefire plan.
Triumph.
How many of those do I have left? Looks like I have 1 left. And hit the chaos spawn. Can you lidless stare like any of this stuff? Doesn't look like it. Well, you set Abelard on fire. Good for you.
The Emperor is on our side.
Gonna charge up. Not sure I can hit them. I mean, I have a 24% chance, but I'm not really counting on that one. Alright, Cabela. let's go.
As the tenets demand.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I hit the wrong thing. I'm meant to hit from death from above.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
And then we can take down the chaos spawn.
Death is a blessing.
Alright. So just the 2 cultists left. I think one of them's the leader.
Won't go down easy.
A tactically sound.
Yeah. But we can charge them. And then Das Bonk with the pickaxe. And just so you don't get hurt, endure. Get those temporary hit points.
Amidst the carnage, I find
Precision attack, or precise attack.
guides me.
That way the cover doesn't mean much. And pop.
Satisfying demise.
That's what I think about your chaos spawn. All that can go to cargo. That can go to cargo. I don't even get loot from the chaos spawn. I feel gypped. Mesh armor wasn't even really that great, so... psychic staff isn't that great either. Cool. Let's keep going. Or wait, there's fire starting cultists back here. Why was this not looted, huh? Give me that flamer, so I can, you know, sell it to people or give it to people for reputation. I'm supposed to get over here to the Starport, so just keep going that way. No, that's blocked by fire. So then we go up here, around the fire. They are coming, one following the other's footsteps. The aurora of the morning and the aurora of the evening. So there's multiple auroras. Gotcha! To the Starport. What's the worst that could be here, huh?
If we manage to find an intact shuttle in this burning hellscape, it will be a miracle sent by the God Emperor.
Oh, that's what Pascal's for, right?
Important as the Lord Captain, I am certain there will be a vessel waiting where it should be. Surely the commoners know their place in the evacuation order.
I doubt it. Oh no. Judging by the position of the bodies, soldiers walked into sniper fire and died before they knew what was coming to hit them. So there's a sniper around here.
Your struggles are in vain.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
I'm looking to see where the sniper is. Sharpshooter rebel, that might be it. Otherwise, eh. Okay, let's go. Pascal, how far forward can you get? Try to get you to that full cover soon. Abelard, just run into him. Same with Cabela. Same with Heinrich. Cassia. Oof. Well, I can get you to that cover as well. And then just give extra turns out. Screamer of Zenith. Oh, lovely. Okay, Bear, let's get you food before I do this. Oh, unholy hell, I'll be right back. Okay. So, Cabela. We're gonna go right here, so we can take out a few people. I'm gonna do Brutal Strike. Hit these two, take them out.
Brings me no.
Oh, nice. We took the cover out as well, so I don't have to work around that. Blade Dance, hoping to take out the Bruiser Rebel. I did not notice how much health he had. I can Death from above. Actually, what I'm hoping to do here is just kind of rip through these folk.
Come, the other side awaits. As honor ordained, death is a
There we go.
blessing.
I was trying to contemplate getting this ripper, these two, but it just didn't work out. Okay. Oh, that guy kind of hurts.
Blood.
Okay, Heinrichs. We are going to Iron Arm on Abelard.
Object to it. For the throne.
Charge at the Rebel Bruiser. Invigorate on Cabela, because she's a little injured. And that's your actions, and you have the stuff that you can't be technically taken out yet. We'll see how long that lasts.
Let's make it quick.
Want to pause that really quick. So, I think they just buffed the Screamer of Zenith, who has 158 health, by the way. They did. Applies Raging level equal to the corresponding amount of all rebels in the fight. What is that, by the way? Increases enemies' weapon skill and ballistic skill for +1, as well as damage by +1 for all allies. Okay, so we need to thin numbers quickly. So I want Cassia kinda in the back here so she can buff people. I'm gonna voice a command to the main character. Air of Authority him. And then bring it down on him.
Me.
That way he gets an
If you
extra
insist,
attack.
Lord Captain.
I was hoping to hit the sharpshooter here, but that's not going to be a thing. Rebel Bruiser here, 70 some health, so they are chunkers. Really big ones. But if I hit this Rebel Gunner, I have a chance of taking another Rebel Gunner out. So let's take that chance. I'm going to Perfect Spot and pop one of my Surefire plans just to do extra damage. Shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. Well, I got one. Abelard.
My place is at the fore.
Let's charge at this one. Taking him down. Then take the other Ripper right here out. Brace for impact. Not sure I can taunt, but we can try. And then we're going to endure on him.
Let's get to it.
My ears are ringing.
Yeah, he's not in cover, so he's going to be taking a few extra hits. I figured it was worth it, so they would be doing less damage to me. Oh! Solomorn! Nice to see you, bud. Gladio! Who's a good puppy? Oh, we can make it double move. Triple with that bite.
Poised for action.
Holy hell. So he's gonna help with this quite a bit, considering, like, some of these rebel had to kick the cat out of the room, trying to terrorize everything in here. So some of these rebel bruisers have like 70 health, so like I think I could have still done the fight without them, but they would have taken a while. So the extra, they're all named the Arbiters, so there are going to be a lot of extra help here. I think with my shot here, I want to go into the Rebel Bruisers right here, because I'm going to get another double hit. There's no real good hit otherwise that I can take. So, since I have a 95 there, but I'm not going to take him out, let's analyze. 48 to 61. Let's surefire plan.
One step closer.
I mean, a good chance to take them both out.
I will. What a satisfying demand.
Oh, I missed one, but shot through the other. Okay. Pascal, I think at this point it's just time to start moving up. So we're gonna communion on everyone here.
Running binary override.
Do I need to precise attack if I do the Melta charge right here? Probably.
Request approved.
Oh, now I can't do the Melta charge, darn. So let's just try to take someone out.
Running binary override.
Ah, that's a miss. Oh well. I was hoping to be able to take this entire group out, but then I messed that one up. You just took your friend out.
Let's get to it.
Block. How'd that one work for you?
Out of my way.
Alright. So, I don't get another action for the rest of the round. Pascal just got obliterated there. So that's gonna be... Oh, that's not an injury yet. They just ran up to the thing of Seanich. Wow. That's some guts on them. I'm trying to make my way up to it, and they're already at it. Go, Stein. Holy hell. Okay, that warp scream hurts a bit. Looks like I'm not going to be using warp power as much either.
Confidence on full display.
Well, you just hurt your friend there, Solomorn. Gladio. Gladio just took two of them out. I want that dog. I want it so much. 3. Alright, Cabela. We don't have a death from above charge. Let's just run here for now. Pop Raining Blood.
We'll see it done.
And we're good.
Let's get to it.
I think you just hit the Screecher. Alright, Heinrich.
Target.
Can you charge these good folk? You can get right next to them, but it looks like we're out of movement. But you can cleave them.
I won't object to
Alright. We're good from that standpoint. Bryce almost going down there.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
I'm already under the effects of
Possible.
Voice of Command, so let's give that to Abelard.
It's a job for the serfs.
Give him an Air of Authority so he gets an extra AP. Then bring it down on the main character. So I can help out a little bit here. If I hit this Rebel Bruiser, I go into the other one. Then Abelard can finish them off with something.
Purpose guides me.
Or I have another plan. Finest Hour.
In the name of House Orselio,
I need to move forward anyway. That way Abelard can move. So let's take these two out. How did I miss on a 90 something?
I need your guidance.
Okay, now Abelard's out of there. Gladio probably has that thing. That's the only one I have, so we'll take out the gunner for him.
One step.
That's all my AP. Okay,
Emperor,
let's get out of there.
give me strength.
Now, Abelard.
Follow my lead.
How stupid do we want to be? The answer is stupid. Charge the screamer. Now. Yeah. Piercing strike it.
At your beck and call.
Now taunting scream them.
Done.
And then endure.
Indeed.
That way you've taunted them and they are going at you, Abelard. I can hit the sniper from this spot.
Seeds of discord.
So perfect spot. Analyze them. I have 5 surefire plans. I'm burning one of them so I can get a very good shot off on him. 86, I say no.
Triumph.
Precise attack. 95.
Permanent tribute.
They're down.
I will
And not in line of sight.
stoop to
Okay,
this.
next. Pascal.
Advancing.
Okay. If you overcharge, you take it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to analyze it.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable.
And we're going to precise attack. And then we're going to overcharge extra damage onto this onto the Screamer because I'm not going to take out the Rebel Bruiser.
My vow.
And then we just have the Bruiser left there, who I can second weapon attack
I am a savant of destruction.
and lower some of his stats.
Request approved.
Go, Bryce, go. Stein? No, Solomorn. Sick Gladio on him. Gladio gets the final kill. Solomorn's chest plate is punctured. Solomorn's chest plate is punctured in multiple places, his face stained with blood. But his gaze remains clear and firm. Still alive, rogue trader. Good. You spot just as many wounds on Gladio. There are burns and cuts all over the coat, and one of the visors is broken, and yet there is nothing in the cybermassive's straight posture that would indicate pain, as if pain is even something this dog can feel. Where's the governor? I do not know. He waited for you, under Arbitrary's escort, to burn the heretic's body and conclude the ceremony. But when the sun went out and the enemies came at us from every crack in the rocketry, he panicked and ran. Not the smartest choice. He would have been safer with us. What's happening in the Starport? Panic and heresy. The people are ready to crush each other to reach the shuttles, which makes them the easy targets for the enemy. So, those wounds look bad, especially... No, it didn't say his wounds look bad, but we can at least offer... Some of his crew at least look bad. We can offer them aid. I would have accepted your offers, but we still have Medicaid kits. Not many, but it should last us until we get to the shuttles, which is all we need. So it appears your investigation kind of hit a dead end. Not yet, it hasn't. A crooked smile crosses his face. We did find something on the port terminal. Shortly after the tithe was hauled away, a suspicious ship took off from the planet, and I already know how to track it down. Well, I would like to know how you're going to track it down, but I commend the resolve that you're still fighting here. I want to know how you plan on tracking down the tithe ship, though. So, like, I see you're not trying to flee and have chosen to fight. Good on you. Actually, our plan is to retreat. The rebels are one thing, but there is nothing we can do against the warp forcing its way in, and that's a fact. The battle was forced on us, and we had to keep the heretics away from the terminal until the machine spirits finished transferring data to our shuttle. Speaking of shuttles, the ship we hired has turned tail and left orbit, so I must turn to you with a request. Take my squad aboard and we will disembark on the first world or station across to a Voidship. We cannot die here while whoever stole the tithe is enjoying the freedom. Very well, come with me. We need time to dress our wounds and regroup. We will cover your retreat and make sure there is no attack from the rear. Go to the shuttle first and we will be right behind you. I somehow doubt that, and I also leveled again. Wow. So this is the last level for everyone's current specs. Hot shot last pistol. Huh. Maybe I keep that one. Let's get the loot here. We'll level up and get off this planet. I especially want to know what the sniper over here had. Just a normal sniper rifle. Yay, I was hoping for an actual upgrade for once. Alright, well, there's loot over here? Oh. I see. Okay. Stronghold shield. There's an actual shield now. And a plasma gun. Let's go. Okay, I'll take a look at those. So we have a that's not what I wanted. We have a plasma pistol with Pascal. However, we just picked up the plasma gun. So this is a 2-to-2 damage upgrade with 5% more ammo, with 5% more armor penetration, has 2 more range, and has 3 more max ammo. Everything else seems the same on it, other than the fact that it's two-handed instead of one-handed, but that doesn't really matter for Pascal, considering that extra arm of his. So cool. Then I'm actually going to give Abelard here the saturated cape, so when they use Endure, they immediately remove burning, toxin, or bleeding. That sounds a little bit better. I didn't see that I had that. And I also got the shield. So, shield block chance, 25% chance. Whenever the wielder blocks an attack, they gain 14 temporary wounds. It allows the shields allow the wearer to block. The first use of a shield in a turn costs -1 AP less. I'm not sure if the shield bash counts as an actual attack that I don't otherwise get. I kind of wanted him to use a shield. So, we'll go with that. And that also just looks awesome. It kind of looks like he's carrying around almost like a... What are the Watergate doors? So, alright, let's do these levels quick. The last level for everyone's current archetype. I kind of know what's... Oh, well, not what I thought was going to be the level. Okay, so dismantling attack, it's another upgrade. Until the operative's next turn, so I already have one of the upgrades, and it's kind of just telling me to pick another, I think, because I can't take what I already have. If I use this on a big creature, the sniper rifle, every time it attacks, it doesn't tell me for how long, which is unfortunate, but it also provokes an attack of opportunity whenever it attacks. So if I was using this against the Chaos Spawn as an example, it would have been attacked by Cabela in that last fight by Cabela and Abelard, on top of the fact that I was already sniping it with a few other things, so that could be cool. And I'm done with Operative. That just seems very odd. I'm not sure what I'm going to be going into next. I kind of have to see, like, the next, like, what they actually are. I thought maybe Executioner, but that seems like damage over time, and I want straight up damage. So maybe Assassin? But I'm also not sure what Bounty Hunter does. So, I mean, that's all things I'll look into when I actually level up. So the next level up's probably going to take a while. I'm probably just going to take Dismantling Attack 4 on all of the operatives. This turn melee attacks deal an additional strength divided by 2 damage. So 2 damage. And that'll just keep doing more the more strength Abelard gets. So that'll be a nice little thing to give him. Death Waltz. I remember this having some interesting ones. Let's go with Death Waltz. 3 here. Because until the end of combat, strikes made by the Blade Dancer. So it's not limited to attacks from this, but it does include it. It reduces enemy weapon skill and their armor and dodge. And these penalties stack. So after I use this, if I use this on a big target, armor, dodge, or if they're just like overwhelming me in melee combat, I just decrease all of their stats, and eventually they're not going to be as detrimental to me as long as Kabila's in there. And then I'm just taking the same stuff on these other characters here. And then Finest Hour here, actually, I'm not sure what to take. Extra damage would be nice. And then also having the effects of Voice of Command if they don't have it yet. Let's take that. Alright. Shields. A shield is equipped in one hand, but occupies the slot in both weapon sets. Okay. Every shield has a chance to block an enemy's attack. If a hit and a burst attack is blocked, all subsequent hits are also blocked. Shield Bash allows a wearer to attack an enemy using a shield. Stalwart Defense increases ability to block multiple attacks of multiple enemies. If such an attack is blocked, wielder can counterattack the corresponding enemy using their main weapon. Let's go. Okay. That's just a guard with a ton of explosives right there. I don't really trust that. Anything down here?
Trembles beneath my feet.
Okay, nope. Let's go to the next room. Captives, guards, goods. You guys alright? 3 medkits, we might need it. Back to the Starport, folks. So where am I even supposed to be going? Uh-oh, saving. Hi, guys. The shuttle. Okay. The stench of Felice, I'm not sure what that is, and blood blankets the starport. Echoes of shouts and gunfire drift over the landing pads. The shards of plexiglass crunch underfoot. You recognize Sergeant Melgar and the crowds huddle next to the shuttles. He was the soldier who greeted you upon your arrival on Vryked Minor. A group of bloodied and frightened people was wedged in between his wardens and the shuttles. You recognize them as the governor of the planet and members of his high-ranking entourage. Their expensive attire has been torn in the fright and many bear wounds left by bayonets. Sergeant Malgar, I demand an immediate report. The sergeant spins around to face you, a face twisted with a grimace of anger. Our esteemed governor and his gang of cronies have been cowering behind us. And now when things got rough, they thought they could scarper and leave us here to die. We've shed blood for him and broken our backs to provide for him. And after this, you think that's fair, you piece of grok shit? I was actually going to tell me what groks are. A semi-large domesticated reptile. Groks are mostly common bred as livestock or used as beasts of burden. So kind of like cows. Okay. Malgar's stun baton hits the governor in the chest, causing adornments on the governor's uniform to jingle in unison. Governor Medina takes 7 damage. I think he just took the governor out, actually. The governor spits out blood and opens his mouth to respond. When his head explodes, his body falls limp to the side and his remaining eyes staring upward. The chorus of noble screams cannot drown out the sergeant's spiteful whisper. Enough. You've said your piece. For generations upon generations, the nobles of this world cared for Rykad miners and endured the prosperity of its inhabitants. And this is your gratitude, peasants? For killing a nobleman, you deserve to be executed where you stand. My mentor was right, the rebel truly have no honor. Madness. Punishable by death. We don't have time for this. We need to get the shuttle now. Persuasion, yeah. Another in your position could have forgotten that the Emperor protects all of his subjects, but surely not you. It's your duty to help anyone you can. The sergeant frowns at you. I don't know why you stick up for these parasites. They never would have helped someone like me, but they don't deserve to die either. You're right about that. Not all of them, at least. A dull thud comes from deep within the starport. Heavy footsteps shake the rockcrete, raising an unpleasant tremor in your bones. Oh, did they just blow up this shuttle?
You thought you had killed Aurora, false believers. Trip. For I am Aurora. I am the herald of change. Behold the final dawn, and die!
You know, part of me is going, oh no, a Chaos Space Marine. And the other part of me is going, oh cool. Oh no, a Chaos Space Marine. But he has so much health. Okay. So maybe that's just not a normal Chaos Space Marine? No, that's probably just a normal Chaos Space Marine, because I was thinking maybe he was a, like, Terminator or something, but considering up until now we've only been dealing with, like, Imperial Guards and stuff. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's just a heavy bolter, if I'm being totally honest. I don't recognize the symbol. It's been that long since I've played. Alright, let's get in position, people. I'm assuming the cover is all destructible. Gonna have, I'm gonna, like, run to the cover over here. Actually, I can stay right here and just snipe them. Pascal. We're gonna run to the cover right here. Ablard, let's lock them up. Same with Cabela. I'm gonna run to the side there. Heinrich, I'm gonna run up to the top. And let's have you right here so you can keep buffing me to snipe them. Let's go. We took more of your people out than you damaged me.
Hold on.
Rebel leader Gunner.
Scared yet?
Oh no, you're in combat with Pascal. Anyway. Death from above.
Brings me no pleasure.
And then I can hit this Minuteman and get another death from above. And I can run into some cover. Not that that cover is going to help me.
Show me what you've got.
Hey Pascal, you can go there. Machine Spirit Communion, everyone here. Think you can hit yourself in that? Plasma Overcharge. Hit all three of these folk.
Not a battle, but an execution.
Yes, it was. And then you can analyze Aurora.
Prognosis is favorable.
Let's do Voice of Command on the main character.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
Then Air of Authority. Then bring it down.
I'm afraid not. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Then analyze again. And we're going to surefire planet
I reject the
and pop them for 30 some damage.
accept my offering.
Cassia can end her turn there. Heinrich,
I'll put my psychic
Get into combat.
abilities to use.
enfeeble him,
But of
so he takes more
course,
damage.
Captain.
We're going to Iron Arm on Abelard, so he does more damage. And we're going to endure. And just swing.
Let's see to it.
My turn. I cannot hit the sniper up here. But now that the Chaos Marine's more or less going to be tied up, I don't feel bad about getting out of cover. Precise shot.
Guides me.
And let's do Analyze on him. So we do more damage, and then Surefire Plan again, so we do more damage because I want to one-pop him.
Beneath me.
Well, I have a chance.
Guidance.
I didn't, but it was a chance. Abelard, I need you to go... Actually, we're just going to charge him.
It will be done.
And then we're going to do Taunting Scream at him.
At your beck and call.
Endure for the temporary hit points. Let's see here. Wielder marks enemies with the area of effect. Immediately during the turn until the start of next turn, gains 15 block against the first attack made by each target. We'll do that next turn. Shield bash him.
At your beck and call.
Oh, if I do that, I can't do Stalwart Defense, so... Or I can't do my main attack, so I'll do Stalwart Defense then.
That's something worse.
Oh, he can knock us back if he... Okay. So they can knock us around during combat. Good to know. Cabela. Time to have some fun. Rain of Blood. I don't think any of these do more damage than the others. So we're just going to strike him. And then we can Blade Dance him. That didn't do much at all. He has... Oh, he attacks the last attacker, huh? He just has a lot of armor, I think. Yeah, 60% armor. And then we're just going to death from above him a few times. Or the once, I suppose. Alright, Pascal, let's go about, like, right here.
Tactical imperative dictates.
Joint analysis. Analyze him. Then Machine Spirit Banishment, so reduce damage by 15%.
My vow is to serve.
And then we're just gonna pop him.
Approved.
And then up the damage and stuff on Abelard. Air of Authority Abelard. Bring it down on the... Actually, no. First, do take aim.
Isn't this
And
a
then
job for the
bring it
serfs?
down on the MC.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Because... you.
Perspective.
melted. And then I'm going to do dismantling attack. So anything he does provokes attack of opportunities.
Whispers, guide my hand.
And then we'll analyze.
Scorn the pain.
If I can heal for enough, that bleed is going to go away, but I don't think that's ever going to be enough. And then we'll just hit him again. We'll just do the Psychic Force on him. Actually, that doesn't do too much more damage, does it? 17 to 22 no matter what.
For the throne of glory.
I'm gonna take position way back here
Descend upon the
because then I get some extra stats.
I will delight my masters with your demise.
Ablord, if you would. Actually, let's get back a little bit.
Tactics are the best ones.
That way we can charge.
Job.
So this does 16, well this does up to 16. So bashing with the shield actually does more damage.
A soldier would have been disciplined for such a victory.
Enduring, temporary hit points, and then get rid of that, please. We're gonna stalwart defense on him. That way I have the extra block.
Just a minor setback.
Attacks of opportunity, haha. So I survived an encounter with the heretic of Stardays. So we have Gem of Dark Vitality, requires Conviction Heretical, but gives 4 maximum wounds. When Veil Degradation above 15, 10 toughness. Each round the wearer regenerates wounds equal to heretical rank. Life Draining Sword. On successful hit with the sword, target must pass toughness resistance test with a -5 penalty. On failure, suffers bleeding effect. If they are heretical, wearer restores wounds equal to 25% of damage dealt. I kind of like that. There's a few people that could be used on. And then Bringer of Terror. Rate of fire 8, range 12, two-handed heavy bolt weaponry. There's someone that could be very useful on. Praise be to the Omnissiah for manifesting this statistical miracle and invalidating an unfavorable tactical prognosis. I.e., thank you for making this luck of the draw happen. Now,
Let's see.
there's a sniper up here that I would really like to actually have a good sniper on. Rebel Sniper Rifle, let's go. Solid projectile sniper rifle at that. Its minimum damage is also almost my maximum right now, 18 to 25, and my current is 14 to 20. I get 5% more armor pen. I lose my additional hit chance? What's that about? Oh, no, this has the additional hit chance, okay. It's just the others have dodge reduction, and this doesn't have dodge reduction, which is strange because every other sniper rifle has dodge reduction on it. But I'll take it. I'll take the damage upgrade. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the Rebel Sniper Rifle here, and I'm going to take the Long Last in my secondary, because if for whatever reason my hit chance is really low here, I can always switch to the long lasts. Now I've seen all, your lordship. Yes, you really have. No one can equip the life-draining sword, right? I would really like if they could, but I understand why they can't. I should have probably put on that, which would have given me an extra AP, but that's fine. And, I think that's a really good stopping point for this time. And, so the Voidship Bridge. I think we're done with this chapter, more or less, now.
Intriguing.
And done with Aurora. Hey guys, we're back. Nice to see all of you. How you doing? We only just beat a Chaos Space Marine. No biggie. How's everyone doing? Oh, is this the Winter Scale guy? Oh, she cut her... She did the blood ritual right there. Oh no, that's Voxmaster, okay. Thanks be to the Emperor. You are alive, your lordship. We are most gratified by your return, and the crew is full of zeal to carry out any orders you may have. Oh, that's right, that was the sun that went out. Before anything else, I will hear an account of what happened to the system's sun. Lord Captain, we saw a number of ships approach the sun. Black creations of inhuman make, amalgams of sharp angles and edges. They surrounded the star and then... My apologies, but I struggled to find words that could describe the terrible sight. The Xenos made the sun vanish into the void. Dakuri. As if we did not have enough troubles on our hands already. So I have a lore here, I'm going to take that. The Xenos, enemies of humanity? A breed of the Eldari, most cruel and devious of their kind. The design of their ship matches the description provided by the Voxmaster. Like all Xenos, the Dakuri are a blight of the face of the galaxy. I'm not actually sure what Dakuri are. They were something that were either in books that I'd never read, and then they were not an army when I played. But their technological superiority is indisputable. They abhor and fear warp sorcery, which is why they rely on creations of their twisted intellect. Many of those creations are capable of things that may seem akin to sorcery to the unenlightened eye, but the theft of a sun is one example of what they are capable of. Are the Xenos in league with Aurora's cultists? We can rule out that possibility. The Dakuri would never ally themselves with the arch-enemy's worshippers. If I had to name one thing that humanity and Xenos have in common, it would be a shared loathing for the warp corruption. Okay, that's kind of cool. The situation calls for immediate action. We can continue the conversation later if you so wish, but right now, I believe you should assume command. Okay. Do we have any hope of retaking the planet? I fear that Ryakad Minor is lost. The situation is deteriorating by the minute, and we must leave the system as soon as possible. Fair. No. Planet going bye-bye. Sun gone. We have to go. Okay. However, there are still people on the planet who have not succumbed to heresy who are worthy of rescue besides a small number of our own shuttles. We also have the shuttles salvaged from the Starport. The dark eyes of the sister of Battle Flash. We must save as many as we can. This has all happened for a reason. Saint Argenta, whose name I carry with reverence and trepidation, is famed for saving people from a dying world through the power of prayer. The God Emperor himself sent a star from the heavens that lifted the saint and her followers up to the sky, away from corruption and death. We must do as she did, direct all of our efforts to saving the people who at this moment look to the heavens in hope of salvation. The lives of the peasants are of little value. Our prime objective is to save the holy relic the miraculous fusion reactor, and the elector priest who guard and tend to it. Is that even possible? Every moment we spend in proximity to a dying world, we are putting ourselves at risk, Your life, Lord Captain, is far more valuable than all of Rykad Minoris. The Von Valentius dynasty cannot be allowed to perish, and so lamentable though it is, we must rule out the idea of any evacuation. The world is doomed, and its inhabitants along with it. The disappearance of the star was its final nudge towards death, the finale of the cult of the Final Dawn's plans. I once witnessed a similar event, a world that had surrendered to servants of the Archenemy and permitted a corruption to enter too deep. At this moment, millions of people are bowing down before those who promised them salvation, and they are willingly giving over their souls to chaos, a great sacrifice enough to bring forth a demon world. Our only hope of stopping this process is to retreat to a safe distance from the planet and conduct a bombing of the Electro Priest's monastery. If we blow up the reactor, a thermonuclear reaction will follow. The world's oxygen will evaporate, killing off the entire biosphere. In doing this, we will save millions of souls from a fate far worse than death, and we will save Rykad Miners from becoming an outpost of the Archenemy. Only death can rescue these people. The Undying One has reached out his hand to this world. It is time for him to reap his harvest. We must not reject his design, lest millions of names never reach him and instead perish in the depths of the Imperium. Death is a mercy, Dahlman. Whatever fate you choose for this world, I urge you to make haste, Lord Captain. The planet is burning in raging flashes of crimson and purple. I can see it even from orbit. I do see the storm is already upon us. With every moment that we waste, it grows more difficult and perilous to steer the ship through the warp's turbulent currents. With this lady on... I'm with the lady on this. Enough talking, we need to get out of here while we still can. Okay. I'm not doing the dogmatic and setting off the thermonuclear. Which of the planet's inhabitants can we still evacuate? The nobles you rescued at the Starport have given the coordinates of shelters where we can find surviving aristocrats and their families. As for Sergeant Malagar's troops, they will help control crowds of frightened commoners and prevent shuttles from being overloaded. Thanks to you, we have salvaged many shuttles from the Starport that we can now use. Okay. Screw the nobles. Have the pilots extract all of the commoners who have not converted to the cult. Any delay caused by the loading and transporting to the ship will cost us precious time. Do not deceive yourself. If you indulge your vanity, you will doom billions to eternal torment at the hands of the Archenemy. I do as I see fit. Perhaps I'm acting foolishly in the Inquisition's eyes, but that is my decision to make. You detect a flicker of something beneath Hendrik's sanguine mask. Anger, bitterness, whatever it may be, it does not seep into his dispassionate voice. He really wanted me to bomb that place. In that case, I consider it necessary to point out that the mark of the Archenemy could infiltrate the ship along with any rescued people. Keep that in mind for the future. I have kept that in mind. Consider it done. It is likely our shuttles will have the capacity to evacuate more people. Screw the nobles. Get the fusion reactor. Consider it done. This will bring us to the limit of our capabilities. We have no more shuttles to use in the evacuation effort. Screw the nobles. The bridge is in upheaval. The Technomat's prayers mix together in a senseless cacophony of this, while the servitors work hastily to remove hardened crusts of a sacred unugence from warp engine's components. In the middle of all this tumult stands Pascal, with Data Slate clutched in his hand, seemingly disconnected from the flurry of activity around him. What's going on here? The warp sextant is not responding to commands. This ship's spirit is rejecting our prayers in anger. I am currently calculating a plea that might appease the noble spirit. Pascal, please. Do something, but I'm not going to interfere. The hectic storm of prayers and haphazard ritual rages on. Pascal, still as a statue in the eye of a maelstrom, makes no attempt to bring under control. Your lordship, warp spawn have invaded the ship. We have blocked their advance by depressuring one of the infirmaries in their path, but is only a temporary measure. The crew have been ordered to arm themselves and pray for success of the Lord Captain and the Engineer Prime. Magos, why don't you assume control of the Techomats? Surely that'll speed things up. They would only be a hindrance. I am searching for a way to rectify the error. I have a feeling the longer this goes on, the worse things are gonna get. Crew, heed the word of Pascal. I kindly request that you take charge of this mess. Thank you, your lordship. You are right. Tech comrades, heed my instruction. The mayhem immediately subsides, and the crew's actions fall into some indescribable logic. The Omnissiah's servant starts working in sync, and the binary clamor becomes a symphony of reports, which the Magos coordinates like a skillful conductor. Admirably done. The Omnissiah guides me. Please take your place at the Cognitor, Lord Captain. No time to ask. Do. The huge machine in front of you is lit with dozens of vid screens and hundreds of lumens. The blinking lights, an endless rush of symbols and digits on the green screen. On the green background make your eyes water, and a vague sense of alarm simmers in the depths of your mind. The typical reaction of a layperson when confronted with the magnitude of the Omnissiah's creation. Among the numerous of controls you see a mouth of a cyber gargoyle, the same at the gate of the warrant chamber. Servants of the machine god, heed my command. Acolytes, prepare the incense instruments. Liturgy of the machine spirit propitiation. Senior technomats recite the prayer to generate a current of data report. Operations will be marked with Protocol Omnissiah Rejoice. I must inform you, for the purposes of safety, complete reassembly of the warp sextant and updating its data smith blessings are required. If that is not done, then at the launch volume of the aggregate calculations error could result in the destruction of data crypts. But as we do not have 100 hours at our disposal, we must omit this procedure. A minor deviation of the rite of operation for the sake of appeasing the spirit. Okay, what do I have to do? Place your hand inside the throat of the Cognitor Guardian, the cyber gargoyle which has been assigned to the guardian of the data crypts. The dynastic blood extracted from your veins will serve as a key to the data core where the machine spirit dwells. To it, we will offer our prayers so that we may bypass the protective protocol for defensive connections and launch the warp sextant. His voice grows quieter. The laws of the Omnissiah know no exceptions, and so in this ritual I remain at your side to placate the wrathful machine spirit whose abode you will be intruding. Follow my liturgies, Lord Captain, and we may receive his blessing. Well, let's go. Place my hand in it. The metal jaws clamp down on your hand, breaking your delicate corporeal sheath and releasing your warm red liquid into its gullet. At the same moment, the image of the vid screen before you changes. Connecting. Point 1, connecting, point 2, connecting, point 3. Reach out on the keys and on the instrument panel. Input, pack, compute. Continue. Lord Captain, please, you will anger the machine spirit before we have removed the restriction. What does all it mean? At the sound of your voice, the Cognitor's servant, whose bronze-sounded skeleton is built into the housing shudders with a screech. Its skull rotates towards you and then stops in that position. Benevolent code, a voice receptor. I hypothesize that the defect is located in the analyzer block. I register a reaction to the signal, but no processed response. A temporary override is permissible. The shell was created on a forge world unknown to me, initiating standard invocation of machine spirit. Just tell me what to do. Lord Captain, I now ask you to address the machine spirit. Speak the following command. By my authority, I revoke the inviolable protocol of the warp engine. The voice receptor will receive the vocal entry. Without your sanction, the machine spirit will not accept data from the warp sextant. Sure, by my authority. Servants of the Omnissiah, now make your offering of cleansed data crypts to this machine spirit so that it may be filled with the true and calibrated data. May the Omnissiah have mercy on our souls. honestly, this sounds like they're trying to copy data from this thing, or like put new data, like new hard drives in it so that it can compute new data, and they're like, please work, please work, please work, please work, and doing a whole ritual of please work on old thing that they don't know how to make work anymore. And we're literally doing blood offerings to that. Which, if you ever played at N64 or similar games, there were rituals that you had to get some games to work. So I somewhat understand this. In meek solemnity, the Acolytes offer up the cleansed data crypts to the warp engine, one after another, repeating prayers of exaltation. After anointing the contacts with sacred anugents, Pascal inserts them into the cognitor slots. Your head begins to spin from the holy sensor's foul-smelling clouds of smoke and from the loss of blood that the cyber gargoyle continues to drink from you, because remember, your hand is still in here and it's still biting on you and draining blood. The world swims before your eyes. Let this mechanism awake in renewed purity. Pascal enters a sequence of commands and raises his head, watching vidscreen. Suddenly he stops dead. No. His fingers fly over command runes, entering command after command. His mechadendrites, clicking their pincers, pulling at one lever after another. The vidscreens fill with strings of symbols, completely incomprehensible to you, but clearly conveying something to the Magos. Is everything alright? I don't feel good. After a few seconds, one of the data crypts mounted on the cognitor begins to emit sparks. A moment later, another data crypt does the same. The next bursts into flame, giving off foul-smelling smoke. Around you, the Omnisci's servants break off from the prayers and someone bursts into a frantic pleading. Pascal mournfully grates out, "The mass of errors in the warp sextant's calculations is destroying the data respiratories." The offering did not appease the ship's spirit. The warp engine cannot be filled with motive force. We are trapped. Perhaps an alternative Ryzian protocol, or an emergency launch of the auxiliary coils. The tech priest bends over the cognitor. Something in his pose and movement reveals his desperation. While the other vid screens are filled with more and more strings of symbols, the monitor in front of you blinks and its static image changes. Pascal is too engrossed in his ritual to notice. Read the information on the vid screen. Stab true, stab false. Query. Query? What query? The cognitor's servant creaks quietly in its joints, a sound that is drowned out by the binary chems of the tapping of runes. Injury. Rescue. Query. Rescue? Yes, machine spirit. Rescue us. Pascal turns to you. Lord Captain, the excess emotion in your command will render it unintelligible to... Pascal's next vocalization goes unsynthesized as he sees the vidscreen begin to stabilize, one after another. The strings frantically galloping across the green screen. The green background are replaced with stable images, or regularly updating status report. Only one monitor remains inexplicably red. Registering warp sextant activated. Registering data stream stabilizing. Registering 0 data errors found. Reporting the warp engine is ready for translation. I am also reporting the evidence indicating a Category 3 miracle fulfilling the criterion. Thou shalt witness the mechanism that toils in glorification of its functions in defiance of deactivation. So he basically went, "Hey, machine spirit, please help. Please help." Lord Captain, Rever here. The crew are almost finished carrying out the orders given earlier, and I've just received confirmation from the engineering halls. I don't know what you did, but the warp engine's up and raring to go. We're ready to begin translation to warp. Your order. Your lordship. Contact Rever. Lord Captain speaking. I give the order to commerce translation to warp. Waiting for you to ascend to the captain's throne, Lord Captain. May the Emperor protect us. Let's do this. Pascal had no clue what was going on there. We need to get the hell out of here. I did everything wrong there and took everything I could from that planet. And left it to die.
Attention. Preparation procedures for their translation have been initiated.
Yes, appease it more. Lest I have to give it more of my blood. Hey, there's 2 red screens now.
The Von Valancia's flagship made its way out of the doomed star system. As the Voidships plunged deeper into the Koronus Expanse, the rogue trader's subjects bid a formal farewell to the late head of the dynasty, Theodora von Valancius.
Did we actually give her a funeral?
Having paid their last respects, the crew gathered their strength and braced themselves for whatever was to come next.
Looks like it. Huh. At least we got everything we needed in that star system to get the ship up and running. Hey guys, how we doing? Oh, is the pupper gonna join us? Lord Captain, allow me to report. Our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Arcelio informs me that we have reached the point where we can translate into real space in the Furibundus system. Lady Navigator and her pilots are awaiting permission to the process. Yeah, okay. Furibundus system is home to Footfall, where we needed to drop the other guy off. The Imperium outpost with a functioning wharf, and in the Koronus Expanse, the tech priests are begging you to have mercy on the machines worn down by warp, and allow the servants of the Miacidae to inspect and heal the Voidship wounds in the dock. The prayers and the rituals will take some time, which our astropathic courier will use to establish a connection with the prime world of your protectorate, Darganus, Janus, and Kivia Gamma. Okay. Master Zachary Weiss has recovered an invitation previously adrift in the Imperium. Liege of Footfall has humbly requested an audience with the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. According to the Master Zachary, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, "Apparently the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible." Footfall, the place where filth and sanctity go hand in hand. Revered Hieronymus Doloroso will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he'll be interested in talking to you as well. I will be leaving your Voidship when we arrive on Footfall. Once that is done, consider the Lord Inquisitor's task complete. Okay, good. Maybe he's not going to leave the crew, but Heinrichs is essentially probably going to be gone. Your Lordship, Lord Yvain Winterskill, has asked me to convey his gratitude for your hospitality and saving him from certain death. Not wishing to outstay his welcome, he plans to disembark at Footfall. Lord Yvain swears he will not forget his debt to you. I hereby inform the rogue trader that during the comprehensive system inspection rite, this unit discovered data clusters within the captain's cognitor that are concealed from prying eyes by means of personal cipher and sacrament of algorithmic authorization. Unit Miacidae has been added to the access list and assigned Identifier Keeper 2. That unit can access data from captain's cognitor provided he possesses the decryption key. You detect a hint of something resembling curiosity, so talk to Pascal. Thank you once again for rescuing my squad, Rogue Trader. We will disembark on Footfall. The trail of evidence leads to the docks, and it wouldn't hurt to pay the Liege a visit. I'm sure he will graciously extend his cooperation to the arbiters. Are you leaving us, Hendrix? The arrangement between the Lord Inquisitor and your predecessor was that I be transported to Footfall and no farther. I dare not take advantage of your generosity and blah blah blah. You're a skilled fighter. I could use people like you. What do you say we extend your stay? I thank you for the offer, but I must decline. I'm afraid my duty in the Golden Throne comes before anything else. Okay. Solomon, is there any assistance I can provide right at this moment? Unlikely. Right at this moment, unlikely. We have a considerable amount of dirty and routine work ahead of us, such as checking cognitor logs and questioning the station's residents, including less palatable individuals. Now, that is worth Rogue Trader's time. I assure you, still should circumstances change, I will absolutely welcome the aid of such a dependable ally. Okay. Who's the revered Hieronymus Argento? He is the head of the Derusian mission on Footfall and one of the most prominent clergymen in the sector. Paying him a visit is a good thing any loyal servant of the Emperor to do. I assisted his mission before I joined Lady Theodora on her voyage. I need his blessing to accompany the new rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. If you wish to have me aboard your Voidship, I request that we meet. Okay. The shed blood has washed away from the tainted of our bodies. It's only right that we now wash our souls with the blessing of the servant and the undying one. The Derusians, like the blood-spun web, are devoted to the asceticism, rejecting wealth, luxury, and surrendering themselves to his service. Okay. Though the thread is different from ours, the first spinner folk with them was with respect. Okay. So what do I need to know about Footfall? It is the largest port and trading capital of the Koronus Expanse. It has a dockyard that will allow us to inspect and repair the Voidship, and it boasts its own astropathic courier, the Koronus Expanse communication nexus. Not to mention pirate hideouts, smuggler cache, and the forts belonging to a dozen gangs, groups, and factions. Okay. In the Koronus Expanse, the Imperium relies on this as its outpost. The fringes of humanity's domain rarely resemble its central worlds, but so long as Footfall serves the God Emperor, insofar as it can, it will be considered as a citadel as the Imperium, although I have heard that its ties are underwhelming to say the least. Okay. Well, we'll do what we can, just see people one at a time. Tell the Lady Navigator I give her leave to make translation to real space, and we'll just see what we can do one thing at a time from here. Vigdis begins issuing instructions. The massive ship appears to change with every word, and the bridge is set into motion as hundreds of people start to prepare for the shift from real space and measured chance, filling the corridors to safeguard the vessel and its crew. One more thing, Lord Captain. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise and you inheriting the title. Liege Takora will be informed, and it is required so that we can use the dock, and he is expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader. You will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there is still the matter of announcing your arrival. You can either arrive on the station with proper pomp and ceremony, or choose to visit incognito. How will they benefit me? According to Footfall's unwritten laws, rogue traders enjoy special privileges that even exceed the power of a liege. However, they may choose not to exercise that privilege in certain situations. Arriving incognito will give you more room to maneuver, and an official visit will allow you to directly intervene on local affairs. Okay, so Abelard here. I shall explain if you don't mind. Per this unwritten rule, every rogue trader arriving at the station has the right to veto any of the liege's decisions. But there's a catch. In the Koronus Expanse is home to several influential rogue trader dynasties, and Footfall is where their interests intersect. Of course, this does not prevent certain persons, namely Caligos Winterscale, from subtly pulling strings on Footfall. If you, as a new rogue trader, start your career with official standing and parade your honor, the other dynasties may see this gesture as a newcomer challenging their influential spheres. I do not see that as a bad thing necessarily. Old Man Winterscale may take it as a slight offense. Cordra will be put on her guard, but you have just risen to prominence, and most people in the Koronus Expanse have not even heard about Lady Theodora's departure yet. It must be made clear that the banner of Von Valancius soars high as ever. Heinrichs here. If I may, I would recommend arriving incognito. You will have plenty of opportunities to savor the sweetness and the burden of power, but right now is the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. This way your arrival will not draw attention, and the people will treat you as a person, not the almighty sovereign anointed by the Emperor. It could turn some situations to your advantage. I want to piss off Winterscale. Tell them I'm a rogue trader. will be done, Lord Captain. With your gracious permission, I will return to my duties. Okay. So now that we are in Footfall, this sounds like a very good stopping point. I didn't want to stop it early because I thought that there would be a lot of dialogue there, which there was. And we will just go into Footfall. And it sounds like I do have to make a list of people I want to talk to. But it does sound like we have to talk to a lot of people before heading or doing too much here in Footfall, or at least before leaving. So that will be a thing, and we'll go from there. But I still have my full retinue, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I'm assuming if he doesn't leave immediately, there's going to be a reason Heinrich stays around. Same with like a few of the other people who said they may leave. So we'll see and go from there. But I suppose that'll be it for this time, and then next time going into Footfall. So that'll be it for this time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and otherwise, as always, wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please, have a good one.